in 2011.
You get off on all this, don't you?
We've had 3 games, 6 years of work on it, and we have a lot of people who really understand the hardware, the SPUs, how to write for it, and we just know it's important to really make this game the best looking game we can possibly make it, so we push it. We improved the gameplay tech a lot, especially between Uncharted 1 and 2, but again, from Uncharted 2 to Uncharted 3, we've done tons of stuff. The cruise ship demo we showed could not have been done in Uncharted 2 tech, and we've really had to push it because our designers are crazy. And no matter what I do, they won't stop asking for more stuff, so what you gonna do? We've had a couple people, one of our programmers, Carlos Gonzalez Ocha, he's been working really hard this entire game on the water alone. And that has really been a big deal. That ocean you saw is a simulated ocean. It's been designed, and the boat is actually on the ocean, moving up 50 meters, down 50 meters constantly. So nothing is fake. We're actually doing, even when you're inside and you can't see outside, we're still putting the cruise ship on the ocean and moving it up and down. And hopefully that will translate into all our sand tech, because water and sand are both liquids, so we can simulate them the same way. So I can't wait to show off all the sand stuff we're doing. Pulling off Drake moving on a moving ship, on a moving level in the middle of the ocean was really tricky. And making that look good was probably, for me, one of the hardest things we've had to do. Every time we think we have everything down, we find 100 things we're doing that are stupid, that we can improve. And so it's amazing how much more room we have. Like, this game we could never have done this on Uncharted 2, and yet there are still things we're finding that we can improve. And we've optimized so much. We always say we're using 90%, 100% of the SPUs, etc. But what we don't say is how much we can improve that code so that we can do more with the same amount of processing power. And that's what we've been doing this whole game, and there's still tons of room left. I used to work cross-platform, so it's obvious it's great to work on just one platform. The other thing about the PS3 is, with all the SPUs, there's just a lot of room to be clever. And we love at Naughty Dog to really do something nobody else can figure out how to do. We like really hard things, and some of the stuff we're doing is really difficult and really shows off our studio and shows off what you can do with the hardware if you know what you're doing. And I think Uncharted is an example of that. From a gamer's perspective, 3D is what allowed us to do split screen. So it turned out great that because we had to do 3D anyways, we decided split screen was the same thing. You're still rendering the screen twice. So, and that's great. And also 3D in gameplay is nice, especially for traversal with Drake. You can see the gap distances, you can measure things better, so it really makes the game a more enjoyable experience. There are some really amazing levels near the end of the game that I can't talk about, but believe me, that's not the coolest thing you're gonna see.